Robert F. Kennedy gave his most famous speech in Cape Town in 1966. Here, representing the government of South Africa, Ambassador M.J. Mahlangu, speaking on behalf of his government and his people. Welcome, Ambassador.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony. Let me start by greeting the family of Kennedy this evening and also recognize the congressmen, senators who are here present, all great leaders, and say to all of you, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor also for me to be given this opportunity to say a few words at this very special occasion tonight. Like many speakers before me have related and accounted to all the good work that Kennedy had done before, I will also just like to add my word on behalf of the South African government on what I think this leader was. This year, 2018, South Africa celebrates the life of our first democratically elected President Nelson Rolihlahla Madiba Mandela. Had he been alive, President Mandela would be 100 years old this year. And I would like to take this opportunity, if the Kennedys allow me, to announce tonight that we are celebrating his 100-year centenary this year, all of the year, and we have already kicked off in America. Many celebrations are going on. Some of you will be attending these celebrations. Similarly, today, we are commemorating another world leader, Robert Kennedy, and the impact he made. True leaders, inspirational leaders like these men should continue to be celebrated and remain constant reminder to current and future leaders of their obligation to the people they represent. As a junior senator from New York in 1966, Robert Kennedy delivered a speech to the National Union of South African Students, members of the University of Cape Town in South Africa. In the speech, he did not shy away from addressing the issues of the time. He famously said, open the quote, "It is from numberless diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped each time a man stands up for an ideal or acts to improve the lot of others or strikes out against injustice. He sends for tiny ripple of hope," close the quote. Now you'd understand why I'm quoting these words from Robert Kennedy. It is because South Africa, that time when he spoke in South Africa, it was a time of difficulty to many of us, particularly those of black color. It was a very difficult and turbulent moment for the people who suffered a lot under oppressive laws of the country and the unjust and unfair system of government that we were living in. And through the voice of Robert Kennedy, those words have spread throughout the country, and a lot understood, and a lot of the people began to understood what democracy means, which way to go, what justice is all about, what fairness is all about, what democracy is about. And today we are very proud to stand here, in particular myself, to represent my country in this very strategic country, the United States of America, coming from a country that is free today, a country that is democratic today, a country that has been assisted a lot by people like Robert Kennedy. We stand tall, we stand proud, and we want to thank you, a lot of you who worked with Robert Kennedy to assist the country to be what it is today. True leaders, inspirational leaders, work tirelessly to improve the lots of their people and fight the battles against injustices. President Mandela lived this life for the people and fought battles and injustices for his people. He once said, I quote him as well, President Mandela said, I cherish the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all people live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if needs be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. Close quote. If Mandela and Robert Kennedy were still alive, both of them, I'm sure they would have stood in front of you today and repeated the same, because they were committed to fight for justice for all of the people, not just of their countries, but for the people of the world. The two gentlemen I mentioned today, both global leaders, both inspirational leaders to their people and the world, but more importantly, both dedicated to the improvement of their fellow human beings, and both who made a true impact on history and shape the world today. Let us celebrate our leaders and continue to be the reminder for the principles and values they lived their lives by. And the big question that we should remain with in our minds today is, what type of a leadership are we building for our young children? And what examples are we showing to them so that they can be better leaders in the future? Thank you for listening.